For the third time in 3 seasons, Dulwich Hamlet meet Greenwich Borough in a cup tie, with tonight's game coming at the DGS Stadium in the London Senior Cup. The hosts have struggled in the Bostik South East so far this season, with just 3 wins from their 12 games, but cup competitions have been a beacon of light for them so far this year, with a trip to Truro City in the FA Trophy on Saturday to look forward to. They come into this game off the back of a 4-1 win over Faversham Town in the league. The Hamlet, of course, reached the last 4 of this trophy in each of the past 3 years. They're without a win in 3 games, with the latest result a 1-0 reverse against Oxford City on Saturday, with them playing for more than an hour with 10 men. Tonight they hand a debut to midfielder Stephen Sardinia in one of 5 changes. Hamlet have won their last 2 meetings between the clubs. Can they make it a hat-trick and set up a quarter-final trip to either Barking or Tower Hamlets? And number 10 playmaker for Greenwich. Slippery surface, and we saw Rio Davison Phipps slip over. There goes Tyrese Walters. And the shot eventually comes in from distance, but never troubling Preston Edwards. 4 men in the wall, put in place by the captain goalkeeper Thomas McGill. Tomlin leaves it, and Cook strikes just wide of the far post. Looked for a moment, he'd wrapped his foot around that and found the far corner there, Anthony Cook. McGill for a moment had his heart in his mouth. I think he was scrambling slightly, then realised it was just going the wrong side of his post. Gavin Tomlin playing the ball out to the right. Bit of a bobble, but it still finds Allen. Has he got the legs to beat Peters? Yes, he has. Great turn of patience with Allen. Low centre behind May. Sardinia strikes. It was just behind him as he went to strike, and as a result, he couldn't get his head over the ball. And he goes over the crossbar. Rowley has performed a few times for the Hamlet. Cook 30 yards out now, having a run at the Greenwich defence, supported by Tomlin. Inside to Sardinia. Goes for the early shots. It was travelling on his left foot. Better strike than the one he had a few minutes ago. Davison Phipps under pressure from Cook, so again forced to use his goalkeeper. He's taking a gamble against May, but able to find Philip Brown-Bampos. Pops up in the right back position. Poor pass blocked by Sardinia. Cook inside. Tomlin slips in Allen. 1-on-1. Iffy Allen, must be, it is. Great vision from Tomlin. Allen going through 1-on-1. From 12 yards out, strokes it beyond Thomas McGill for his 2nd goal of the season. Brown-Bampo giving the ball away to Sardinia, and from there it was trouble for Greenwich. Inside to Tomlin it came. Allen quick off the mark, peeling off his marker. Ran in behind the defence, and it was an easy find for a player of Tomlin's stature. Allen had the relatively simple task of just knocking it past the goalkeeper. Just over 30 yards out. More towards 35 yards actually. Cargbo and Sardinia, the 2 men in the wall. He's gone for goal. It's hit the crossbar, and the rebound is head on to the roof of the net. Well, it was a Cristiano Ronaldo style free kick from Walters. It dipped on Edwards, seemingly going over the crossbar. All of a sudden it hit the crossbar, and it might have been Olasanya who had a free header. Can only head it onto the roof of the net from the rebound. Excellent technique on that free kick. Chambers from the restart has given that away. Sardinia put under too much pressure, and here come Greenwich again with Walters. Quick feet to go away from Sardinia. Pass into the area, and Bennett shoots, and Edwards holds. He's got through 2 challenges, Sanchez Ming, and the ball comes on to Allen. Referee's given a Dulwich advantage. Ming was tripped. Sardinia chipping that one up to Cook. Again controls the bouncing ball, and he's into the area. Anthony Cook back onto his right foot. Tries to wrap his foot around a shot. Almost in line with the edge of the 18-yard box. Tomlin sends it in. May tries to help it on. Just beyond him. Glanced off the top of his head. Wasn't quite in his stride. From to Sean Tyrese Walters. Chambers sending that one long. Owen gets there on the bounce to volley it clear. A drop for Oliver Bennett. Here goes Olasanya through the middle. Goes around Edwards, who stood his ground. And the referee has given the penalty. Round Edwards, who tried to stand his ground, tried to pull out of the challenge, but there was no doubt there was contact between the 2. Edwards backing away, as I say, just tried to pull out, but it came out so far, there was little chance of Olasanya avoiding him. Dulwich have conceded 7 penalties now this season. The first 6 haven't been saved. And neither's that one. Greenwich are level. It's Olasanya who puts it home. Edwards started to move to his right. Olasani put it into his left corner as the goalkeeper's looking at it. Calmly done by the man who won the spot kick. Cook's going to join his teammates in the area now. Sardinia's the man who's lurking just outside. Been told to go back by Tomlin. It's gone short along the ground. Cargbo shoots. Fine save by the goalkeeper. Has hit a lot of power. He had to stretch his arms up. Did well to actually hold on to the ball. With Cook on the far left. Can he beat Davison Phipps here? He sends in a decent looking cross. Allen arrives. Just trickles wide the far post. Allen came onto it so nicely there. Just tried to guide his volley inside the far corner. Nice technique. Great ball in as well by Cook. And a good header from Odgerman. Put Peters under pressure. Dulwich advancing now. Ball's found its way to Allen. Running at Connor Peters. Gets onto his right foot inside to the near post. Well, I thought it just crept inside that near post and then it's hit the side netting. Iffy Allen. Well, Cargbo's given that away. And advance now is Ryan King-Elliott. Going to strike a goal from long range. Took it on from 25 yards out. Did have runners left and right, but why not have a go that sort of range? And here goes Allen, right side the area, chips it in. May ready to head it towards goal. Didn't reach him. Nodded away by Owen. It's come for Cargbo to the area though. Cook shoots. Managed to turn his man. This shot is straight to the goalkeeper. Cargbo back to Edwards, just outside his own area. Ball along the ground. It's a pretty good looking ball actually. Allen pokes it inside of Brown Bampo and onto his left is Cook, who can run at Davidson Phipps now. Was slow to get out to him, the right back, and Cook goes for goal. Saved his near post. It's a decent save as well. Just stretching slightly. Juggles up in the other goalkeeper. Robs him. And plays a delightful pass. That was Gavin Tomlin in a nutshell, that kind of pass. Out to Cook. Again, happy to run at Davidson Phipps and beats Davidson Phipps as well. Cook, as he found May in the area, he has lasered off. Tomlin shoots. Oh, that's not far wide. Thought it just guided that inside the bottom corner. Tomlin can only be a whisker away there from giving Dulwich the lead. Scored against Greenwich last year. So close to putting Dulwich 2-1 up here. Breaking ball by Ming. Cook's on the charge. He is quick and gets to the ball. Nice bit of control from Anthony Cook. Sends it across. May's there. Oh, good save. May gets the rebound. J May! First Dulwich goal for J May. First shot was saved. It was a fine save actually by Thomas McGill, but May nods home the rebound. Dulwich, more importantly, have the lead again in this cup tie. Great ball in by Cook. May with the first chance. Volley was saved by McGill. Ball looped up in the air and May from a couple of yards out. All he had to do was nod it home and he obliged. Great moment for him. I mean, one of Dulwich's best players this season. I'm delighted to see him score his first goal. Real ferocity to this game. Great pace. Ming bursting away the way down to the right hand side he is. Ming crosses. May chests it down and goes to the volley. It's a decent effort as well. 20 yards out, May. Dipping volley. Saved by McGill. Crew's first action will be take the free kick on the far side. Crosses in. May gets up and heads it over the crossbar. Right. Cave trying to wriggle free of Cheikh Toure. Puts off a wall of Dulwich players. In the end, Cargbo does get this clearance in. Oh, that's a poor touch from Brown Bampo, and J May is 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper advancing on him. May shoots. Wrong side of the post though, who's being closed down by Brown Bampo. Gave away the ball for the first goal and he's a lucky boy there. Just backward header. May trying to break away from him, open up his body, guide it in the far corner. Maybe knew that Brown Bampo was over his shoulder, closing him down. He gets the ball first in the area. Onto his right foot, goes for goal. Blocked by Odgerman. Playing that back to Carew. Takes on the edge of the area. Carew goes for goal. That's a very good save. Diving to his right, the goalkeeper. That was nestling in the bottom corner, and McGill has made the save of the night. Really smart work, and J May actually giving him a fist bump. So well done there. Cook chipping it across fields to Dippo Akinyemi. 1-on-1 with the defender. Back on his right boot. Akinyemi gets in the shots. Brown Bampo. Odgerman. beats Tomlin with his pass, and here goes Walters. Quiet second half, as I said a couple of times. It's on for Cave though. He shoots along the ground. It goes to Edwards. Routine save for Preston Edwards. Taking no gambles. Connor Peters. Walters coming inside, is going to get a shot on goal. Good save by the boot of Edwards. Austin following. This shot was goal bound, blocked by the leg of Michael Chambers. Important block that. Would have been going towards the far corner, and Edwards wouldn't have seen it. Here's Reece Cave on the right wing. Can he cross? Yes, he can. And the header comes in, and it's saved by Edwards. Walters. Greenwich up in their game again, just as they did towards the end of the first half. Austin following. Trying to come inside, and he does just that. Dragged a shot wide of the near post. Carew, halfway line. Sending the ball forward, looking for Akinyemi. He'd made the run in between two men, but Odgerman blocked it. And there goes Walters. Running at Torre. Got to keep him on the left side. Torre's put his hands on his back. It's a penalty. A Cheikh Torre put both his hands on the back of Tashawn Tyrese Walters, and for the second time tonight Dulwich have given away a penalty. Just had to force him wide. Torre is given a yellow card as well. Up steps Deacon and sends Evans the wrong way. It's 2-2 with a minute of injury time to go. Edwards beaten for the second time tonight from the penalty spot. And there's a full-time whistle. We're not going to have our 3 minutes of injury time. Dulwich seconds away from winning this one. A foul by Torre in injury time on Tashawn Tyrese Walters. And they go on and win this now. I mean, looked like they were going to be crashing out. Hit the woodwork in this game. Scores his penalty. Third time tonight. Edwards goes to his right. The penalty goes to his left. Crew been meticulous with how he puts the ball down. Tried and trusted penalty routine. Puts it high into the corner. That's a tremendous spot kick from Ashley Carew, just as you'd expect from him. And he levels it up at 1-1, going high to the goalkeeper's left. Even if he'd gone the right way, I don't think he would have saved that, Thomas McGill. Next up is Oliver Bennett, the Greenwich number 10. All penalties gone to Edwards' left so far tonight. What does he do with this one? Does the same. Edwards again going the wrong way. Comfortably done by Oliver Bennett, and Greenwich restore their lead. Never lacking in confidence. Anthony Cook, quick step up, and he goes exactly the same spot as Ashley Carew, right in the roof of the net. 2 excellent penalties from the Hamlet. Oh, he went to Edwards' left in injury time. It goes to his right this time. Edwards going the wrong way again. First time he's dived to his left in this one. Confidently done by Deacon, going to his right. Hamlet penalty. Greenwich lost on penalties this stage last year. Can May level things up for Dulwich? Yes, he can. Right down the middle into the roof of the net. 3 exquisite penalties from the Hamlet so far. Exhibition in how to take a spot kick. May goes high. 6 scored from 6 in the shootout so far. Cave with his right foot steps up. Edwards barely moved. Goes to his left, and Edwards stayed on his spot, on his goal line. Dulwich have hit 3 excellent penalties so far. Referee's ready. Akinyemi's coming up now. Down the middle he goes. Goalkeeper diving to his right. Akinyemi confidently places that one as well. It's almost as if we're in sudden death already. Edwards make his first save. Jump around his goal line. It's blazed high, miles over the crossbar from Toyosi. Sorry, but from Theo Osin following. A long way over the scaffolding behind. Very high, unfortunately, for him. He looks disappointed. A lot of experience, had a Great night tonight on the pitch. And scores. Goalkeeper went the right way, but Dulwich secure their place in the quarter-finals. Perfect record from 12 yards. 5 from 5 they've scored. 5-4 they win on penalties following a 2-2 draw. A game of penalties in the end, with Greenwich scoring 2 of their own during the course of the 90 minutes, including one in injury time from Reece Deakin.
Yeah, I think it was the right result, but I was very impressed with Greenwich Borough, very impressed with the management team, who I know, Luke and Sol. I thought they'd done really well with some young, really talented players, played the game in the right way, and they gave us a good test at times. If we probably took more of our chances, we'd have been out of sight. Obviously that's a broken record a little bit for us, but it was a good test for us, very worthwhile. Obviously it's a cup competition and we're through, so yeah, we did make it hard, but we're happy with it.
Tricky conditions, but you played some lovely stuff, particularly in the second half, got the ball down and looked to play your normal football. Yeah,
I think the first thing is in the second half, we spoke about half-time respecting the opposition we're playing against, that they can make life really hard for us if we don't respect what they're good at. We did a lot better at that, especially for half an hour in the second half. Won the ball a little bit high up the pitch and probably should have been better in terms of our clinical bit of play. But yeah, it was a lot better in the second half. They then had another go at the end, last 10 minutes or so. I don't think we managed that very well as a team. Back four in particular need to be aware of when teams are actually putting pressure on and organise and adjust to that, but I don't think we've done that very well. But like you say, we better in the second half. We played some nice football.
Overall this season, Jay May's had a great influence on the team. I think he's assisted 5 goals. Every time he's come on or started the game, he's made an impact. Great for him to get his first goal tonight, wasn't it? He deserved that on the performances he's had since he joined us.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's had some near misses over the performances that he's had. Missing just by, hair's breadth sort of thing. But if he keeps getting in those areas, he'll score. I think he's good for another 10, 12 goals a season. From now to the end of the season, and we've just been encouraging him to keep getting in them areas. As long as the ball comes in, which it did come in the second half, he'll always have a chance.
Iffy and Cookie as well, they've not had many minutes over the last few months with Nyron playing out wide, but tonight they've both come in and did a great job. Obviously a goal for Iffy and an assist for Cookie. They showed what they're capable of, didn't they?
Yeah, I think both did okay. I think more so Cookie in the second half played with a lot of aggression, getting outside his man, crossing the ball, and it was a real threat, and that's the Cookie that I've always seen playing at this level and above, and that's what we kind of want to get from him. If he showed a glimpse of some really good play, threatening to be a threat, and then pick it out of the game, we need more from Iffy, to be quite honest with you. Took his goal well, of course, but all round, for the level that we're trying to achieve, he needs to do a little bit more.
And Stephen as well, midfield, Sardinia, a player maybe Dulwich fans aren't familiar of. He's been plucked from a Division 3 leagues below. What was it about him that sort of got you to sign him for the club?
He's trained with us for the best part of a month now and trained really well. Obviously it's different training in games, and he's been patient to wait for an opportunity like tonight to play, just so we had an idea of his strengths and weaknesses. We saw some good things from him, some things that obviously would need to be improved. We're trying to organise another game next week to get him some more minutes and try and get as much football out of him as possible to see whether he'll be a long-term addition. We had to obviously sign him to play in this competition, and we had enough faith to do that because he's shown enough in the training sessions to do that. He's got all the technical ability and he can run, so we're hoping that he's a long-term addition.